Alright guys, welcome back to the Kingdom of Persia. We're going to transition this over, we're not even going to mess around. Welcome back to Persia. We are playing as the Kingdom of Persia. We are playing as the former Islamic Republic of Iran, which is now the Kingdom of Persia. So we have some information right here. 87 million people, $743 billion in our GDP. We are still a religious authoritarian regime. We are a royalist political party. We have apparently next elections in 2025. However, we shouldn't have to run we shouldn't have to run. I think that's more of a parliamentary election, possibly. Capital is Tehran. 202 million square kilometers of land, 23 regions. Share of the world GDP is at 0.74. We have a growth rate of 3.41%. We have an unemployment rate of 10.36% and an inflation rate of 22.66%. We have a national deficit of 3.67, around 5% actually in our about 5.4% in terms of our deficit. And as well, we still have a very weak currency, but our debt to GDP ratio is very, very healthy as of right now. And our GDP per capita is $8,500, as well as our CO2 emissions, 829 megatons. We do not have a gigaton, but we need to kind of start. We're trying to like work to reduce our economic woes right now before we really start to concentrate on the environment. And we have an army of 508,000. You made this in the mod thing, right? No, I actually started off on regular mode, or non-COVID mode, and this is genuinely just how I have changed Iran. Let me go over here. We're going to go over to mission 20,000 points. Bonuses for popularity. So even the bonus for diplomatic alignments, head of state only, 278. For your bonuses, time and days, 283 days. So we're probably about to get one in about 100 days. Diplomatically aligned countries, 40. We also want to improve relations with the West and possibly even Israel. So we're gonna look. So I think our relations have actually started to improve, especially our economic relations. Currency has no value, yeah. Friend is about to get hit by a category 5. I believe it's yeah, PG is keeping it coming with the vids. Hell yeah. I'm also going to be continuing the Brazil series very soon. I'm going to try to shoot to record at least 1 or 2 episodes tonight, and on that way I have something to work on for you guys. We're also going to come over here. We're going to nationalize some of our we're going to nationalize some of our sectors, or not nationalize, privatize. We're actually going to nationalize a couple of sectors, but I would like to privatize some of my industrial sectors. So chemical industries, that will be going into some private hands. We're going to get some of that windfall from that. And then at the same time, we need to also continue to try and reduce this deficit. So it's at about a 5% deficit right now. MW, how are you? Pepito, how are you? Maple Hub, how are you? Albert, how are you? Master Sam, how are you? Jaden Flores, what's up? Oh, that's the Russia simp for a Maple server. Still want to have that debate with you, brother. Come on, man. Get that. We need to have that debate. He's a Russia simp. Fake Jaden Flores. Well, guys, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe on the leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Trying to hit 10,000 subscribers. Get some Maples lads in here. Carnage the Duke, how are you? No, that's not him. No. We should actually try to improve relations with Azerbaijan, and then we can actually make an alliance with them. And then I would actually like to build a high-speed rail line between Tabriz and Baku. Oh, that's what I want to do from China. Hang on, let me see. I need an SMR. There you are. Wait. Hang on. How much was that? 1.7. Oh, yeah, we're going to buy a couple of these. $1.7. 1.5, 0.7. I'm finally in the live stream. How's it going? What's up, Lightning? How are you? Thank you so much for suggesting the series to me. Contract accept. Yes! Tell me that wasn't a sale. That wasn't a sale. Okay, it was a purchase. Purchased it from China. We're gonna do another one. There's massive protests in China right now. We're gonna build that one outside of Tehran, and then we're gonna build this one just north of Bandar Abbas. What's your favorite feature of the update of the new one? Of just the update or the 2022 edition? Budget deficit is in alert. Borrowing a lot more money from Western countries now.
Well done.
Well done. You have just signed your first contract. Ron and a producer. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant to check. You said something about pork. There is a pork sector in here. We are a exporter. We actually didn't have anything in the beginning, but we're actually. Let's go ahead and exonerate this sector. wait! I just realized it. Oh, it took me so long to realize that. Crap, what am I doing? No. I mean, we're not an Islamic country anymore. But oh my god. Oh Jesus. Am I the only one to hear static in this song? Yeah, that was weird. Legalize alcohol. Yeah, we need to legalize alcohol. me see. Nuclear SMR 2025 to 2027. So matter sciences fully fund. Yeah, we're gonna go after our own energy. It's gonna be done in possibly this year. $5 billion just off of that. Thumbnail though. Do you like it? Do you like the thumbnail? Wonder if I can. Yeah, I can dissolve Parliament. National anti-racism. No, no racism. Disappointed you never did a Canada series. Blame Canada, blame Canada.
We are waiting.
No, everything that never went so wrong till Canada came along. Blame Canada, blame Canada. They're not even a real country anyway. Beat his ass, beat his ass, beat his ass. Yeah.
Situation is not.
It is in our favor. Are you kidding me?
Sure. We have subdued the rebel.
No. Okay.
That's very kind of you. You're a deadpan as always. No, seriously.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Yeah, that's definitely. Make sure the music isn't too loud. So that's definitely like when they'll tell you. So if they don't like you, then they're gonna give you advice. But if they like you, it's not exactly. It's So if they don't like you, then they're not gonna give you advice. If they do like you, they're not going to give you. I'm so confused right now. I suck at talking. Okay. Your party leader, if you ask them to consult you before you propose a bill, basically the way it works is that if they don't like you, then they will give you advice. If they do like you, they will not give you advice because there's no advice to give. So the more they hate you, the more they'll give you advice on that.
Due to the recent divestiture, the state is not left with much influence over the industrial sector. Obviously, this does not promote a great image, since some people might consider it an abandonment of our industrial heritage. But on the other hand, it gives us some flexibility, because we can always subsidize or exempt a particular industry on a case-by-case basis if we want to improve its competitiveness.
Yeah, that's one reason why I'm privatizing a lot of it.
The decree.
After privatizing,
Let me see, chemicals, how much was that making? Oh crap, that was actually making a lot of money. Thumbnail is beautiful, man. Thank you so much. It was made by Carnage the Duke. Thank you so much, Carnage, for helping the channel out. Automobile construction, biotechnology. Gas. Do I not have these? Really? I don't have. Okay, so my party's definitely gonna like it, so. Yeah, I expected that. Persia, pioneering. Go beat his ass, beat his ass, beat his ass. Go, 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 go. Since you're doing Iran, develop chemical industries. I actually just privatized chemicals. All right. Whoop his ass, whoop his ass! Let's go! Yeah. Arrested.
The decree.
We have subdued the rebel movement.
Well, what happened in Brazil? What happened in Brazil? What the dog do? Oh shit. I think Lula took over. Yeah, I have a slight regret over privatizing chemicals. It made, yeah. I don't think that was a good idea. And if I wanted to nationalize it again, it'd be expensive. Plastic industry. Plastics. Oh yeah. um, um, um. Welp, it's happening. Zoink, Scoob. No. AMN, what did you do? AMN. No. 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 Oh my god! Yeah, your country's at risk too, my guy. Everyone put an F in the chat for Norway. Everyone put yeah, everyone put an F in the chat for Norway. ¿Qué pasó? I'm gonna crash now. World War III. World War III just started. Oh god. We already have conscription. No. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? All right, do we invade Iraq? And there it is. Yeah, just in the nick of time. Okay, what side do we do? I don't. we're different politically. I'm not going to war with Russia. Quick, now's the time. Please declare war in Costa Rica. Yes, Iran invades Costa Rica during World War III.
Fellow esteemed citizens, our current situation is critical. Faced with repeated provocations from this rogue state that is threatening both our country and the international community, I have made a conscious decision to declare war. We regret that diplomacy has failed. It is now up to our guns to speak for us, so that we can defend our homeland.
Our agent number.
Tark Brandon Rising. Foreshadowing the future after the referendums today. No. They're gonna be too distracted, so we invade Georgia. Or Armenia. Also, I actually noticed something. Okay, never mind. They're just centrist. When's the pyrotechnics show? If nukes start flying, I'm... I wish there was a way for me to just, like, build bunkers for my population just in case. If I was the Shah, I'd invade Fiji. Ah, yes. The glorious Iranian navy, the glorious Persian navy invades Fiji. You know how weird that would be to see in real life? Yo, I can invest in Gaza. You can invade Afghanistan. Yeah. Kazakhstan, oh, greatest country in the world. All other countries are lucky to go run by little girls. Kazakhstan, greatest in the Asian.
It's begun. World leaders are beginning to arrive at the United Nations Framework Convention of Climate.
Persia get objective by 2030. We're gonna say we're gonna go to 800 by 2030, and yes, we're gonna reach carbon neutrality by 2023. That's a bug. Now we're gonna say 2035. Well, I wonder why I can't be on track. Oh. Fight against... Oh, shut up. I guess World War III just got canceled. Damn. Sometimes, like, it's like literally just a small battle that takes place. Otherwise, I guess it was a battle over a... That's interesting because I don't know what just happened. Because it was around here. So it was maybe it was a battle over the North Sea oil rig?
Purchasing.
World leaders are in Zoom meetings on nuclear bunkers.
Our sport.
Oh, the US and Russia are still fighting. So hostility, conflicts. Okay, so hang on. Why is the price of oil so high? And why is my approval taking so bad?
The decree.
Clearly, it was just a prank, bro. There are so many people protesting in the capital right now. Oh my god! $139 a barrel. Wouldn't that be a record? Why is this? Missed an OPEC. I guess global wars are... What's your opinion on the current stock market? It is bad at best. Are you talking about in the game? They should do more. Well, the only thing is kind of like like looking at your stock market in the game is kind of like a good indicator to see what your economy is about to do. So that just shows that the actions that I'm taking are being reacted to positively economically. then you can kind of see how the Western economy is doing, at least the United States economy. I wish this would be fixed, because that makes no sense. Take it easy, I'm joking. So it says that, okay, oh, so the US is, wow, hundreds of casualties on both sides. Main conflict is Russia and Norway, which that is a latent conflict. 58 Russian soldiers were killed in some sort of battle. What about 338 Frenchmen have died and 3,000 Russians have died between the Russo-Franco War. Okay, police intervention. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to restart this shit. Russia's getting smoked. A little bit of lag right now. At least sent. I'm surprised we were able to get 60,000 people out of the capital. Urban violence in the streets. We intervened this morning to evict the members of the sit-in. Our offensive had a hard time, Your Majesty. Resolved after our assaults, but in a true bloodbath and violent clashes caused 2 dead on both sides. The situation remains very tense in the capital and our teams remain mobilized.
Respect.
I have to.
Are you going to declare war on neighboring countries to form the ancient Persian Empire? Are you talking about the Achaemenid Empire? Yes. We're going to form the Achaemenid Empire. This is not a Persia series. This is the Achaemenid Empire. We are Cyrus the Great is back, and we are going to be going after those pesky little Greeks. PG Special Military Operations coming to a city near you. From Greece to India. We're going to take over Pakistan, Afghanistan. We're going to take over Iraq. We're going to take over Syria. We're going to take over Turkey. And we're going to take over most of Greece. A king attending the World Cup.
I'm here first as a passionate soccer fan and a diehard supporter of our national team. I wish them good luck.
Really need to figure out a way that I can make some more money without increasing my inflation tenfold. Think you can take on NATO? Absolutely. Russia's already having a hard time doing it. Whoa. Whoa! Alright, the US has already lost more people than they lost in Iraq now. The Russians have only lost 228. Can we calm down? Like right now, please? Please, like can we calm down, France and America? Oh my. Oh my. Oh boy. The East Donbass and the West Donbass have been annexed. Ukraine is finally starting to fold. See, it's good that you can actually. Oh, Zelensky got cooed. And there is a volcanic eruption in the United States. This game hates Zelensky. Oh, it's Egmo. What's up? How's the economy doing? We are having a hard time trying to negotiate some sort of having a hard time trying to negotiate any sort of compromise in the economy. I can't really raise taxes. I can't. The only thing that I can do right now is sign a contract, but the contract is. I hate signing contracts unless I absolutely have to. We're gonna go for like a maybe 15% wealth tax. This gameplay is going crazy and I like it. Guys, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new to the channel. Try doing oil shit with China. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm really thinking about inviting China over for a meeting. Let's go ahead and we're gonna do that on the 3rd of November or December. What's your thoughts on Europe going right in real life? Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't really expect like so much right swinging to the right in Europe. You know, in the UK I can see it. Sweden really caught me off guard, and Italy Italy going to the right, it's no, a lot of it is being caused by Russia, especially the Russian war. Is it good? We'll see. Are they fascists? I don't think so. It's just like saying, what gets me about it is that, like, what gets me about it is people are saying, like, well, you know, they're the same party that Mussolini was in, blah, 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 blah. Like, they say it's the same party, it's the same everything. Okay, well, The same people that are complaining about that are the same ones that probably vote for the Democratic Party in the United States, and the Democratic Party in the United States was the one that upheld slavery. They fought against the Union in the Civil War, and they also were the ones that upheld segregation for the 100 years after the Civil War. So if it's okay to make the comparison, I haven't really seen their platform in Italy for the party that won. I haven't seen their platform, but if it's okay to make comparisons like that and say, well, they're the same party that Mussolini was in. Okay, if that's the case, why aren't the same journalists making the comparison that the Democratic Party in the United States was the one that upheld slavery and segregation? That begets me. And that's all they're saying, is because they don't like that they don't like the rightward swing that Europe is undergoing, and they want to stop it as much as possible. So, because the thing about European right wing is that European right wing is actually pretty left wing by America's standards. Like, they're still European Europe is a special place because it's the one place where, I mean, you can say that they're right wing, but if you actually look at their platform, beside being a populist platform, they're actually pretty left wing. And even if they are national conservative, right wing populist, everything, they're still a pretty left wing. And it begets me whenever people are saying this is the most right-wing party in Italy since the Second World War. Like, they're crazy, they're fascist. They're literally calling them fascists. And again, I don't understand why they say, oh my god, they're fascists, and then they turn around and say, well, you know, this was 100 years ago, the Democratic Party and Republican Party switched sides. They still did it. So if this party was the one that Mussolini was under, then why isn't it that the United States' Democratic Party isn't held to the same standard that those journalists hold that to? Because it's hypocrisy. Because they want to suppress any sort of political opposition that they can. That's my opinion, at least. Sad findings. Fratelli are simply national conservatives. So that's the other thing. I don't know that much about the Fratelli. Can you tell me, like, are they anti-EU? Like, would they go after some sort of referendum to try to get Italy to leave the European Union? Would they try to get them to leave NATO? Like, what is their stance on certain organizations like the EU? Is there really a homegrown movement for Italy to leave the EU? And with the victory of the Fratelli, is that a possibility? Is my question. Just like Vox in Spain, Le Pen and Zemmour in France, and more in the AfD in Germany. And radical European right, there are two bands: the economically liberal, the Vox, Fratelli, and Mother Miners, and the protectivist band, which is the national movement in France, the Liga, the SD, the Law and Justice Party, the AfD, and others. They're pro-NATO and pro-Eurosceptic. So they are pro-NATO, which is good. But they are Eurosceptic, so I think that's what I saw, is that the Fratelli are also pretty much they want a confederal Europe instead of a federal Europe. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. There is a literal battle for a nuclear power plant in France. It's the battle for Dunkirk. Whoa, 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 whoa. The Russians are literally trying to invade France. Dunkirk 2 Electric Boogaloo.
No. Very.
Very kind. Alright, let's see what kind of oil contracts we can get. Sale. No, definitely not. We're not going to be able to get a good one from China. That's what I was afraid of. Biden just got cooed in my game. This game is wild. They're more nativist in Italy, okay. Open expert mode. That's what that's called? Expert mode? I've just been playing simple mode. Open the advanced management tab. I don't know why they call it the expert mode. Starting to really regret canceling my nuclear program.
Prospective analysis.
Nuclear generated. Hang on, let me see if I can nationalize this sector. gonna bite the bullet on this one. I really, really need to nationalize it. We don't have any of our own uranium? Really? Nice to see another Spaniard in this community. Let's go. We got 2 Spaniards. This is my second direct. Let's go. And if you guys are new, go ahead and subscribe. Really thinking about just sending a contract over to France just to fund their war effort. Oh my god, we have really good relations with Cuba. Oh, that's why we could. No, damn. Rules you need to change is become a dictator. Yeah, you need to go over to head of state, go over to nomination of head of state, and then you make yourself appointed for life. I'm going to schedule a couple of meetings. First off with our personal doctor on the 12th. Party in power. Is he close? No, he's not yet. Staff shortage in the health field. Where's the course of action? Your Majesty, a lack of manpower will completely paralyze us if we don't do something. Okay, I'll go ahead and take a look at it.
Impeccable, sir. You're in perfect form.
Let's go. That's actually the other thing. If your president keeps dying, essentially you should go see your medical doctor. So just like that, it was like 73 or it was like 80 or 73 a minute ago, and now it's at 100. So seeing your medical doctor will actually help your health. Would you guys actually want to see a tutorial on every single character category? I would literally just talk about, like, it'd probably be a sizable video. So it'd basically say, like, so the first one's the head of states, blah 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 blah, organizations. It kind of tells you like what these characters are good for.
Sure. That's
Yeah. I actually found that out whenever I was playing as Japan. Essentially, like my I think I was playing as it was a Yoshihide Suga. It was the guy that took over after Shinzo Abe for like 6 months or something like that. Excellent large fortune, survey report. Oh, actually, speaking of surveys, but yeah, the medical doctor, he's actually very important, because if you go to him, it actually improves your health, and this is especially important whenever you're playing an older character in the game. If you're playing as an older character, if they're above the age of like 60 or 70, I would recommend whenever an election comes around, just say, whenever they ask you, say, do you want to run? Just say, no, I'm not going to run. What function is the terrorist? What? Let's go over here. Let's look per population per medical doctor. It is improving. Jesus Christ, why is my deficit so high? I really need to sign a contract. That's really going to be the best way that we can do this. We just need to keep our growth under 10%. Comparable advantage works best. PG1 question: as an African country, it is better to subsidize all sectors or just the main ones? You have competitive edge. Comparable advantage. Oh, that's what Gabe was replying to. Who should I export oil to is the question. Is there no other way to get the deficit down? I can continue to increase the wealth tax. But I can only increase it so much before it just doesn't make sense. I think my max is going to be like 15 or 20%, which is kind of ironic to do that as a monarchy. So what's going on here is that my expenses keep going up. Or actually, no, it's because my state revenues are not going up. Like, I've been stuck around $60, $70 billion. I'm trying to get it up to about $100 billion. Maybe negotiate interest rates with other banks. Well, it depends. I don't have good relations with these lenders, except Saudi Arabia, sort of. I wish I had a pipeline. Had the ability to build a pipeline. Finland, World Bank loan, and nationalize a goods sector. That makes sense. Well, that thing about a World Bank loan, doesn't that increase my... Once passed, the funding is immediately paid out to the countries, including in their annual revenue, which will automatically reduce their budgetary deficit. The loan itself will begin to be paid back. Simultaneously increase the debt service and thus budgetary deficit, but to a lesser degree. Beginning of the year, the country will no longer receive this additional revenue, and the country will experience a sudden change in their budgetary deficit. In the meantime, the country will be able to use these additional funds for funding new popular measures, for example. So should I borrow like $10 billion from them at the beginning of the year? You know what? I actually just realized that we're about to head into a new year, so everything's going to reset. Nationalize grapes and wine and keep the world drunk those French needed. Okay, yeah, so borrow the money and then nationalize something. It's only good for 1 year. I think it's better to use it to keep your economy above the structural deficit for the year so you can have some breathing room. So let's go over to structural deficit. The structural deficit is negative 2.21%, which is good. My budget. Okay, something's weird's going on here. It says my budget right now is $98 billion, but my state revenues is telling me that it's $73 billion. My structural deficit is negative 2.21%, so I have a structural surplus right now. I have a budget deficit of $2.4 billion. And then my public debt is up about $40 billion. Can you explain that structural deficit, please? It always looks bugged for me. So the structural deficit is essentially, it's your growth rate. No. It's your deficit minus your growth rate. So it does not take into account, so this number right here is your deficit that takes into account your growth rate. The structural deficit is your deficit, but it only takes into account unemployment. It takes into account minus your growth rate. This guy's name is Monkey Man. I fucking love this channel, man. I fucking love doing YouTube. I love it so much. I'm sitting there talking about economics, and I look up and I'm like, this guy's name is Monkey Man. Oh my god, I'm like I'm gonna clip that. What was that around? 1 hour and 6 minutes.
Good.
But that's essentially what your structural deficit is.
Sure. Most
amusing coming from you. Oh yeah, my oil price is locked. That's the crappy thing about being an OPEC. Try getting better relations. See, that's what I'm trying to figure out. How do I build better relations with the West? Except Hungary, apparently. Of course Hungary likes me. Of course that god dang Orban loves me. Of all the Western countries, it's Hungary. Why not leave OPEC? Is that even a good idea? See, I'm not gonna leave. I don't like to leave international organizations, because the last time I did that, some guy in the chat that's in the chat right now made fun of me for it. Back in the early days when the forum was still alive. Missed the forum so much. We're gonna go to the end of the year and we're gonna see what the damage is. Better human rights and funding NGOs. We'll try funding some NGOs. Gabe Vogel. Thing is, you always accidentally leave the WTO. Which is always funny.
The recent nationalization of this sector satisfies the scrupulous guardian of public spending that I am. Admittedly, I view the acquisition price of these shares with a concerned eye, but the other eye is riveted on the profits generated by this industry, where I see no doubt at all, and I start blinking merrily.
Too bad Eversim fixed that, yeah. I absolutely love that Eversim fixed that. Now it can actually be a protectionist country. Which that's actually a route that I have not taken yet. I have not... Let's see. Okay, we're gonna apply... I believe world. We're gonna apply a tariff on... Come on. Froze on me. We're gonna apply a tariff against China on vehicles. We're gonna apply a 35% tariff. That'll actually get us a little bit more money, even though it might not be that much. $2.6 billion. Creation.
We will.
Decrees relating to this reform are effective starting today.
Is World War III still happening? Yeah, it is. Come on, stop it! Stop killing each other! It's making my game lag. What is an exoneration on the industry in the game? Essentially, an exoneration, Jesus Christ. An exoneration is essentially you are exempting that sector from paying taxes, and the way they kind of treat it's kind of tell you it in the game is basically like you can exempt the employees from paying taxes. So essentially anyone in that sector is exempt from paying taxes. So it's either that you're exempting the company. So this is how I framed this in the economic tutorial. Every single sector in this game is a company. This is an automobile company. Think about it: Ford, Chevy, Jeep, Volkswagen, etc. Jaguar, Ferrari, Fiat. It is, just think about it as one company. Like a company came in, my man, Mr. Rockefeller came in and just nationalized the entire thing, or just like bought every single company and then just merged it into one company. And then this is the information on that company: how much it makes on your country's GDP, how much production it has in the world, how much consumption it has in the world, your trade balance, your sales, your profits, your productivity index, etc., etc., etc. An exoneration is a public authority offering a tax and social contribution exemptions to help the sectors experiencing financial difficulties. So if, for example, if this sector right here, which is actually showing a slump in GDP activity in the country, I can come over here and I can exonerate it. However, you will not be able to get taxes from that anymore. So usually what I do before I exonerate a sector is that if it is producing a lot for the economy and is producing a lot of tax for the economy, so right here, so profits, it's the income tax is measured off of the profits that it makes. If relative to the amount of money that you make, so we're making $116 billion, by the way, finally, it shows that we're making that much. So relative, we are making $116 billion. This brings in about $5 billion worth of profits. So 3.2 tax, essentially, if we exempt it, we are going to be losing a lot of money off of the sector, of the tax that we already accrue off of the sector. So I like to do it if it doesn't have that much of a drastic effect to your economy. If you are going through some sort of financial difficulties as a country, it is advisable for you to do it. Just be very careful with it and just know that you're probably going to have to make up money elsewhere. It can be a very temporary thing. Usually I exempt it for a couple of years and then I lift the exemption whenever it's grown by about maybe 100, maybe 150, 200%. So usually what I would do is that I could exempt this and then say, okay, I'm making $5.1 billion as of this moment. So in about 3 years, I can maybe expect $15 billion profits off of it. Sales have gone up $20-40 billion. So maybe we're making $50 billion in sales and $15 billion in profits. That's whenever I would lift the exemption. Exoneration works best for nascent industries. Ascent? I've never heard that before. I probably know what you're meaning though. So yeah. So like usually the ones that I exempt. So like this one right here. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna exonerate the clothing sector. I make $4 million with an M. $1 million worth of profits in it. It's making $710 million in sales. So I'm going to exempt that. We have a great public bionics sector, so we're going to go ahead and nationalize that. Guess not. I have the ability to do it. I'm just I'm walking a very thin line with my Does subsidizing sectors even worth it? Does it help the sector's growth, not counting the artificial production that it gives? It does help in terms of production. It is worth it. So I always do it. So this is how I do subsidies. I really need to continue with the game because see, I literally had $116 billion right here just a minute ago, and then now it's all the way down. Okay, I'm gonna explain this, and then I'll go ahead and move on with the game. We're gonna try to make ourselves to like April, and we're gonna call the stream. I like to exonerate companies that are smaller with potential to grow, help them get started. So basically, whenever I start off a game, I always come over to farming and I what do you call it? I always come over to farming and I subsidize all of farming. Always come through and I say, cool, we're gonna subsidize it. That way it kind of helps your food production and everything, so you can actually see that we're having like $2 billion more in sales, about almost $1 billion more in profits. GDP activity in the country is actually going up, and yeah, industry, services, and energy, I'm very selective about how I subsidize. So I come over here and it's a sector that I want to work on. So aeronautical construction, I come over here, I give them $100 million subsidy. Or aluminum, or weapons if I want to start building weapons at home. So biotechnology, I actually subsidized and I didn't see anything. Haven't seen anything yet, but it's probably also because, so I need pharmaceuticals and chemicals. So I think you guys get my point. So farming, I usually just give a flat subsidy throughout the entire sector. Industry, services, and energy, I'm very, very selective. So I only do it on very specific ones. So computer hardware industry, I like to subsidize this one. Raw materials, if I have them. If it doesn't, if it does have this little icon right here, the stop button, if you actually see, it says sector impossible to open, so you cannot subsidize that one. So that's why I am very selective about raw materials, and I don't give like a flat subsidy throughout the entire sector, because sometimes you're going to be giving it to sectors that aren't even going to be doing anything. How much do you give to farming? It depends on the size of my country. It ranges. If I'm a small country like Iran, I start off with maybe 10, 20, $30 million. If I'm the United States, I'm going like 100 to $500 million throughout the entire sector. Okay, so moving on.
With your unemployment.
Wow, $62 billion. Whoa, holy shit. Yo, let's go. Wow, $62 billion. That was a lot of money. So we are running. So that's the thing about this, and that's why the structural deficit is so important. So you come over here. Well, actually, okay, I was running a structural. How the hell? Changed Iran to Persia. What, WTF? This is part 2 in the Persia series. And yes, it's Persia now. We even have the Pahlavi flag.
Here are the GDP.
It's a very disappointing growth throughout the entire year. Unemployment just tanked to 8% though. Was that 60 billion all the privatizations? I don't think so. I need to make an economic strategy video, that way I don't have to take time out of my live streams just to explain the mechanics. So how much debt could I pay off? So I'm going to go ahead and pay off the entire World Bank loan that we have. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it for a nuclear power plant. Let's try financed by the Treasury. Okay, we're gonna do $33 billion, get it done in 6 months.
Our service.
Hang on. Okay, God dang it. Hang on.
Here is our growth. Iranian fast food, let's go. 0.05% growth. Yeah. No wonder my deficit went up. Yikes, we are just like on the crack of a recession right now. Our economy has still been stagnating. We are under some sort of economic stagnation. Oh, thank God, we just got some nuclear SMRs.
Inflation is still high, yeah. We're at about a 20% inflation rate. Crime just keeps having these weird spikes. Road accidents are way down though. I don't know why crime just keeps kind of like just going boop. Fight crime, judicial system, and prison capacity. What's my prison population?
Sure. You're not.
Okay, cool. So these SMRs will be done in 60 days. We're gonna go to the end. So we're gonna go forward another 2 months, and we're gonna, so yeah, around April is whenever we're gonna end this stream. God, this World War III right now is like killing my frame rate. Yeah, they're still fighting. Literally the entire city of Lille is on fire. Oh, and they're bombing Paris. Oh, and they're coming in from the south. Okay, I'm gonna save this game real quick. Just in case, like, it just kills me at the end. Just in case. The Western economy must be destroyed. All right, Egmo. Corsica is just under attack right now. Wait, no. Do I have a military satellite, like, anywhere? I do. I want to see what's going on. Why is it in the middle of the Pacific? I don't know. Probably spying on Fiji.
The decree
takes effect as of today. Check Europe's economy. Yeah, let's look. Politics, no, economy, economic power, growth. No, they're still growing pretty good. Economy, budget deficit. Economic power. Hey, back, what's up at the Russia-France war? They're still at war. 89 days, 9,000 dead on the US side, 12,000 dead on the Russian side. France. I'm surprised the Americans and the Russians have killed each other more than the Russians and the French have. Could greatly improve our healthcare system. Open the door for all kinds of abuse. Your amnesty is a dark cloud over our government. Your Majesty, you encourage crime when the culprits don't pay, and then you release them for no reason. Our power can be tarnished by this kind of action. I strongly recommend you do not pursue this course, Your Majesty. Well, sorry that our prisons are overcrowded, but I'm pretty sure he would actually like if I were to build some prisons, so I'll go ahead and build some prisons. Let's do some calculations here. Okay. So our prisons are at capacity right now. Minister Information Scandal.
This person is at risk of
a scandal. Let's look. 480 times 270. That's 129,000 places. So I can build 270. 270. Come on. 270. I can build 72,000 places. We're over capacity by about 27%. So 27.4%. So let's do that again. 480 times 270. It's 129,600. Now let's see what 27.4% of that is. So that's about 4,729. So I need to make room for about 4,700 places. Unless I'm doing the math wrong. Wait. Actually. Times 34,000. Okay. Yeah, I did the math wrong there. So I need to make another 34,000 at least. So I'm going to say about another 40,000 places. So 270 times. If I make 200, what about 175? 175, that's about 47,000 places. So let's go ahead and do some costs here. We're going to do 50 of them. We're going to at least go for 600. So that'll be about 2 months. So just around the time that we are going to finish those SMR plants, we will finish. Right around the time we finish those SMR plants, we're actually going to be able to finish the what do you call it? The places, the prisons. And I'm pretty sure that he'll actually like that we're doing that. Also, the NGOs, where are the NGOs? Associations? No. Sects? Political parties? Coalition My Party? What a shocker! Yeah, I know. What a shocker that the referendums were on were citing joining with Russia. What a shock! It's as if no one could see that coming. Hey, what's up, Lightning? Welcome back, guys. Go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. There is a famine in Tajikistan. Jesus Christ! Let's go ahead and send him some aid.
Our info. The theory that says if
World War III go nuclear? Not yet. It's still happening. There's riots in Kyiv, Romania, and in Kyiv, in Bucharest, and in Moscow. Actually, no, that's not in Moscow. That's in Persia. Again, I really want to give a big shout out to Carnage the Duke for making the thumbnail for this video. If you guys actually like the thumbnail, some of your guys' thoughts on some of the recent thumbnails. Oh, and we're in negative growth. Okay, time to... I'm gonna make a contract with the UK. Oil... Oh no. I'm gonna sell it. Judges disagree with government's control. 82% of judges are totally subject to government directives. Great thumbnail. The Great Shah. Yep, the monarchy is monarchy is back. Monarchy is back in Persia. If this doesn't work, then we're just gonna sell it to the United States.
I'm listening carefully. Thank you for...
Planning to take back the old Persian land. I'm thinking about doing something in Iraq, but I really don't want to go through a costly, bloody war. I would literally just rather just send some commandos into Baghdad and then just subjugate Iraq. Too many negotiations, yeah. Let's try the United States. Try to improve some relations with them, especially along the lines of trade. Oil. Shit, wrong one. Persia, GDP. See what they send back. They accepted it. I hate it whenever something pops up and then it autosaves. I like autosave. What's your opinion on the Iranian revolution right now? I wouldn't call it a revolution yet until there is a it's just a massive protest movement. I would be just short of calling it a revolution unless there is a massive wide upheaval, which this is a massive wide upheaval. Let me actually look up some information on it. I actually haven't seen any new information on it yet. Ron, protest at store as woman's family tells CBS. Iran's guard strikes Kurdish groups in Iraq. Protests won't lead to regime change, Iran foreign minister tells NPR. US will look for ways to facilitate technology services to Iranians. Starlink is in... Hang on. Protests. September 27th. Clashes between riot police and security forces on one hand, and demonstrations on the other continued in a considerable amount of cities. Urged Iran's clerical leadership to fully respect the rights, freedom of opinion, expression, peaceful assembly, and association. Samdashani said that reports specify that hundreds have also been arrested, including women rights defenders, lawyers, civil society activists, and at least 18 journalists have been arrested. Thousands have joined the anti-government demonstrations throughout the entire country over the past 11 days. Security forces have responded at times with live ammunition. I do like the protests where you can actually see women burning their hijabs. Which that's what we need to do. We need to end male dominance over women in Iran. Education. Family. No, it's women. It's women. See what the reaction is. Okay. How much does my party leader like me? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and meet with him just to make sure. Oh, so my cabinet's starting to like me, which is good. Started to lose confidence from a lot of my cabinet for a minute. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and meet with my husband. By the way, in Iran. And that's not even me. Like, I didn't even make that relationship. This is literally how the game started me. We gotta drone strike another general. Oh god. Oh, we got another Iranian in chat. Mohammed. So I meant to say hello to you earlier. I totally forgot to, so I'm sorry. I made $14 on this, by the way. Shit. What's his name? He was donating earlier, and I totally meant to say something, and I didn't. Maximo. Maximo was donating earlier. Maximo, thank you so much for donating to the stream. I'm sorry for not saying anything whenever you did. That's totally my fault. Mohammed Jawadi. Or people call it. Okay, so you're in Iran, right? Mohammed? I need to possibly have a Iranian on stream to talk about the protests. What's your opinion on the Iran revolution right now? Could they win? Or people call it? It gets more organized day by day, but not enough. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say a minute ago, is that until there is a serious amount of mobilization on the side of the protesters, I would not call it a revolution until there is a mobilization. Okay, so we do have a Iranian in chat. Well, what are your thoughts on the protests? Do you like them? Do you think the Islamic Republic should fall? And again, I will tell this to you. Do not say anything if it is unsafe for you to say something. I do not want you to get in trouble. I do not want you to get thrown anywhere in jail or anything like that. If it is unsafe for you to talk about it on stream, I will not pressure you into saying anything at all. I am asking you just the question of if it is okay for you and safe for you to say so.
Me too. Exhausted.
He never wants to make love.
Sure.
The fact you need to say that is effed, yeah.
Perspective and that.
And I'm not saying it like I'm gonna get in trouble for asking it. I don't want any of my subscribers or anyone in chat or anyone that follows this channel, or anyone rather, to get in trouble for speaking their mind. And yeah, that is sad that I have to out loud say that. But again, I promote safety above all else in the realm that I study. And I asking these questions, I want to ask them freely, but I understand the consequences of.
10 more days and the party will begin. All over the country, the
Awesome.
artists and the organizers are ready. Let's hope that, as early as the opening, the public will rush to the event. And you, do you wish to participate in the event?
This is Heritage Day. This is the coronation of King Reza the First. This is the first year anniversary of the Kingdom of Persia. The official name of Persia is the Kingdom of Persia.
We have to.
Wait, how many percentage increase was that? Favorable census report. An increase of 0%. I don't think they could win by the current method. Yeah, I agree. It's not that I don't take these protests seriously. I want these protests to succeed. Just like the Kazakhstani protest. By the way, you see this right here? Nur Sultan? It's no longer Nur Sultan anymore. I actually just figured that out last night. Apparently, so Kazakhstan Kazakhstan's capital was always called Astana. For the longest time, even during the Soviet Union, it was called Astana. After 2019, they changed it to Nur-Sultan. And now, they actually, after the protests last year, they actually changed it back to Astana. What time is that? 3:22, Jesus. But yeah, my point is that with the protests, I pay them mind, I pay attention, but I don't get my hopes up for it unless there is a serious backing among the civilian population. If it's protests,
everything has been implemented in the
it's protests. The protests that we see, it's good to see, but just like a couple of years ago, it didn't do anything. Maybe it changed how the government perceived it, but unfortunately, it's not that easy. So I don't know. I hope these protests work. I want to see the fall of the Islamic Republic. I want to be able to travel freely to Iran one day. Billion. See, that's one thing is I need to nationalize the tourism sector. We're gonna give them $100 million in subsidies. We're actually going to go ahead and exonerate the tourism sector as well. But I do hope for the best in Iran. Iran is a very beautiful country. It is very rich culturally. It is very rich. It is a very amazing country. And let me actually ask this to Mohammed. Abolition of the patriarchy, international star Hermione Wilson congratulates Your Majesty. It is an honor to come back and see you after the elimination of policies concerning the legal competence of women in your country. You have demonstrated great vision, have shown where you stand on women's issues. Come on, give us a kiss. Whoa. Hang on, Hermione. Give us a kiss. 3 budget rules.
It is my duty to ensure
discipline, and more discipline. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna spend $8.62 billion as our next loan. Let's go ahead and pay off some of our debt. Lower that debt reimbursement. I did the opposite in Greece and had feminist riots. Oh, look at that. Inflation is now at 16.92%. Persia's central bank uses the target interest rate on the monetary market. This is the rate at which other banks borrow and invest their cash. Fluctuations in this rate usually have an impact on the interest rates that banks offer to companies and households. This is how a central bank can affect the supply and demand of credits, price trends, and its exchange rates. The longest day.
The event did not attract anyone's attention, and it was a total flop.
Aww.
It will be necessary to completely rethink the concept, and especially its budget, if we want to repeat the experience next.
Okay, so go over to culture. Maybe no one liked the coronation of our king.
The decree
this day of celebration is absolutely essential for our citizens. Since the dawn of humanity, man has had the need to be entertained to ease the burden of everyday life.
$9 billion debt incurred. Still in a... Okay. Oil detailed. Particularly profitable. Sell a large portion of our production. How's our relations doing with the United States? Militarily, they still hate us, but economically, they actually pretty much like us. Justice, prisoners. Okay, so we tried using the native country's currency. Probably not a good idea to do with Iran. Yeah, if it's easy for me to kind of like understand, if it's easy for me to understand like the exchange rate and exactly how much money I'm spending, it's easy for me to do that. Brazil is the first one in which I don't exactly understand the exchange rate, but I'm able to kind of like guesstimate just about how much. And for gameplay's sake, sometimes it actually is better for you to use the native currency at the exchange rate that they have. But at the same time, if you're not that much in tune to how that country works, or like how much their money is actually worth, it's a lot more difficult for you to do that. It does actually increase the difficulty level of the country. So, other countries like here, I usually just use like the US dollar. What kind of government suits Iran do you think? That's actually what I was going to ask you for my Iranians in the chat. What do you think that the monarchy should return, or do you think that they should become a parliamentary democracy or maybe even a presidential democracy? Have the current presidential system that you have right now. It's just that you're not a you know, a theocracy, essentially. Speaking of theocracy, let's go over here, state power. Like, would you rather me change it to a secular government? Here it is. This is what I'm trying to find. NGOs. I just love that the Minister of the Economy is called Monkey Man. Saudi Arabia actually really likes us now that we are royalist. I think that's maybe why the West still hates us, is because we are a royalist ideology. I think if we were to go to well, I mean, we were center right. It's mainly because, like, I'm pretty sure if I can come over here and I can look at the US strategic, it's gonna say, yeah, -59 adjustment for starting with real world data. So because they're adjusted to literally hate each other at the beginning of the game, it's really hard for you to improve your relations. So if I come over, so here, that's what I'm trying to find. Let's see what that does to my relations with the West. And nothing.
Here is our growth for.
So it's April 10th. We're gonna go ahead and save this. Most of our people want a secular parliamentary monarchy. So you guys would want the Shah back? Would you guys want Reza Pahlavi back? Reza Pahlavi, the heir apparent, exiled heir apparent to the throne? Or would you want someone maybe like the Ayatollah? Most of our people want a secular, so kind of something like the UK, but you would want the monarchy back? I personally like using native currencies. I need to try them more. Oh, that's what I need to look at. Energy. 3 out of 5. We still are waiting on some of the Chinese ones. Oh, we got a couple of days. Okay, electricity surplus, 11 terawatts. And there's another SMR that's under construction somewhere. It's the Mohammed Pahlavi station. Yeah, they want it depends to a referendum. Who's president of Brazil in this gameplay? I think it's Lula, because it says that it's a communist guy. I would assume that's Lula. There you are. Okay, so go forward to the 17th.
This theory is spreading.
So, electricity surplus 13 terawatts. So we're good on energy now. Playing at the beginning is always really difficult because you really need to get a cap on your energy situation really quickly before it spins out of control. So the moment I get any sort of money, I immediately start building nuclear plants or energy. So, guys, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything whenever you do make it. Whenever you do, so you don't miss anything whenever I do make it. Go ahead and, again, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be holding a giveaway for Power and Revolution 2022 edition very, very soon. So do look forward to that giveaway whenever I do make it. Or whenever I do hold it. I'm probably going to hold it on the Discord, so go ahead and join the Power and Revolution Discord. I'm pretty sure you can find it in the description of this video. So I will see you guys there. Guys, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'll see you guys